Hi guys, welcome back to my channel with me, the host of the series, Aaron. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaron, clearly. I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer, and I am here once again to react to the latest videos that have been announced to participate in Eurovision 2021. Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Okay. So, first up we're going to start with a little country called Iceland. Last year for Iceland, the song that they released was high up in the odds. High up in the odds. A lot of people loved it.
What do you mean high? It was the first.
Well, that's what I mean by high. The song last year, the video has millions of views. Everybody was obsessed, including me. The song's amazing. Yeah, it's such a shame that the competition got cancelled last year because Iceland hasn't won the competition before, and this was just so, they were so gonna win it, I think. Anyway, so there is a lot of hype around this song in the sense that he was the absolute favourite from last year, so there's a lot of high hopes regarding this song. So this guy is called, I don't actually know how to pronounce it, it looks like Daddy Algagnamegnita.
Nailed it.
So this guy is awesome, he's very unique, his style. The song is called 10 Years, so let's see, here we go. I would love if Iceland won, they're just like, you know, they've got a shot here, they really have, so let's see. Ooh! So starting off this nice kind of like quartet. Feels very emotive. Is it like going to be an emotional song? Maybe a ballad? Oh, no. Not emotional. This is going to be an 80s inspired track. I can feel that straight away. Okay, straight away I'm like, this is so him. A lot of the song identity you can hear from last year. Got these cool synths in the background. Definitely a very strong 80s vibe. He's got a very unique stage presence. And his voice is very unique as well, the timbre of his voice. And his dance moves. They're very quirky. His whole vibe is actually quite quirky, but it's really endearing. You really like him. He loves these like walkabouts. I don't know if it qualifies as choreography, but he loves that. What I love about his tracks is he's always got this really cool bass line, which is again very 80s, and it just sounds so cool and groovy. It does, doesn't it?
Groovy.
Groovy. I love this kind of, it sounds like kind of scatting, doesn't it? Dabba dibba dabba dooba dabba doob. It's very cool. Oh, come on, drum solo. Why not? Yeah, these like synth sounding instruments, they just give it such a strong like 80s vibe. It is so groovy. Where did they come from? The sections of this song, I do feel like it's changing a lot and growing a lot. Like this section is so different to the rest, but it just adds that extra level of interest. Got a good thing going. That's right. I actually really love that song. Didn't know what to expect because his song last year was so good, but I love that song.
Yeah, me too. It's actually weird because Eurofans seem to be hating on it.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand why, because I think it's a bop.
I think it's a bop. Mind you though, I think Eurofans are very like passionate.
And most people are not gonna compare this year's songs to last year because they don't know.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody hears this for the first time, this whole like unique experience of this artist is going to be like a whole unique experience for the viewer. So yeah, I think we just need to start with, I think that we need to view these songs that we're hearing this year but without last year's songs in mind, which is definitely like a first in Eurovision because not only are we comparing the country songs, we're also comparing the songs for the returning artists, which we don't do in Eurovision, you know, other than times when an artist may return to represent the country for a second time or whatnot. So, you know, if that's true, maybe the reason that Eurofans are sort of hating on this song is because they don't have that unique experience that they would have if they didn't hear last year's track, and they may be quite possessive of last year because it was so amazing for that first experience. But I bet you, if this guy did this song for the first time ever and you didn't know about last year's track, people would be just as blown away because, I'm sorry, this was a bop. So what I love about this guy is I think that his songs are so interesting. Since last year, I've actually listened to a few of his tracks, and he has the same kind of like identity through all of his tracks. He's got these really cool textures in his music, very like electronic 80s kind of vibe. Like I said, it's very groovy. Got these awesome bass lines, these cool synth instruments, and his vocal tone sitting on top of this awesome production, which is very like, it's very like low and like rich and like very thick. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's very unique vocal tone, and it's awesome, and it just works perfectly with the track. Also, I quite enjoy, because last year it was very like a well-rounded 80s track, but I quite like the intro was with a string quartet. It was like, oh, that's different. Also, there was kind of like a choir ensemble coming in halfway through. It was like, oh, that's a bit unexpected, but it still fit. And it still sounded cool, and it's still like, oh, okay, there's like an extra section to this song with extra textures, and it was just very cool. I liked it. How's it doing with the odds?
Let me check. Oh, it fell down to like 7th from first. That's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
What's first?
Switzerland.
Switzerland is a good song.
And Bulgaria second.
Bulgaria as well is a good song, in my opinion. I'm sure that this is further down than I thought it'd be, but do you know what? Anything can happen on this competition. Again, a lot of people have been viewing these songs with last year's songs in mind, but then, to be honest, I think a lot of people that watch Eurovision and vote for Eurovision are first-time viewers.
They're first-time buyers.
So, they're not going to have the influences that we have, being Eurovision nerds. So, all the best, Iceland. I am so rooting for you guys. That was such an awesome track. I really like that song. If you can't tell, I like that song. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. And the next song we're gonna do is a... Oh, this country is a powerhouse in the competition. They know what's what. I'm sure that you know I'm talking about Sweden. So Sweden have, I'd say, one of the most prestigious singing competitions in Europe when it comes to the Eurovision Song Contest. They have something, obviously, you probably know, called Melodifestivalen. Now, this is a huge competition where the whole country submits songs, and they have semi-finals and blah, blah, blah.
It's kind of like a mini Eurovision.
Yeah, it is kind of like a mini Eurovision. It is huge. And I think that kind of goes to show why they do so well in the competition, because they do put so much effort in. Now, Sweden have won many times, they do well very often, and so I think there's a high level of expectation when it comes to Sweden, and I always look forward to hearing their songs, because you just know that it is going to be a topper. So, without further ado, we're going to listen to Sweden's song this year, which is a band or a person called Tussa. Now, straight away I noticed that it's not the Mamas, which is quite upsetting, because they obviously sang backing vocals in 2019, and they had their opportunity to do, you know, the main stage, just them as the Mamas, last year, and it seems that they've not had that opportunity again, which is really sad, and I think that's happened to quite a few artists, which is very unfortunate, but, you know, this is unprecedented times, and unfortunately it seems that these sort of things are going to happen, but I really hope they do get another chance in the future, because they were awesome. I'm not actually sure if they participated in the Melodifestivalen this year. Let me know in the comments if you know, and also if they did, what place they came, and also if they have participated. I would like to listen to the song. I didn't listen to any of the finalists from Melodifestivalen, because obviously I wanted my reaction to be authentic. So yeah, let me know in the comments if they did participate, and I would like to hear their song. Right, so off track a little bit. So the person that won this year obviously is called Tussa, and they have a song called Voices. So, Sweden, as always, high expectations. This is gonna be good, you can feel it. Oh, it's got this cool like motif in the background. Okay, he's got an awesome tone voice. Also his outfit is very cool. Wow, very great vocals. You can hear his tone is very like passionate. So you can tell straight away this is a very clear hook, and his vocals sound very strong. The song as a whole just feels so cohesive so far. I think the production is really cool too. It's quite simple, but it's got that kind of movement in the drums. A million voices, voices. So you just know it straight away. I do feel like this song's vibe, it is screaming Sweden. I feel like they've kind of, their method of writing songs, you can see the similarities year by year. It's got a very strong hook. Even the pre-chorus I think is quite catchy. Bring it to us, come on. A key change. Why not? You have to. It's a rite of passage. And the rain, yeah. I can imagine this doing quite well on the stage of Eurovision. This type of song especially, it's just so catchy. People can clap along and dance along. I feel like Sweden have this like book on methods to writing a song, and they're always very impressive. The songs are always very catchy and very, you can hear them like topping the charts really. That's the sort of songs they are. But they do all have a very similar song identity year by year, and you can definitely hear that it's Sweden, you know? So overall I think the song was extremely well rounded, it was very cohesive, and like I said when I was watching the video, it's definitely the sort of song that you'd be able to sing along to whilst hearing it for the first time, which does really well in Eurovision because it's all about first impressions, you know? I think the production in the song was very simple but very effective, and the vocals that they had were really awesome. They sounded like they had a really nice tone to their voice, and even though they were going high with that key change, singing an E, which is quite a hard vowel to sing high and powerfully, they did that really well, so I think they did a great job with that. So after hearing that song though, I will say, for me personally, I don't think it was too special. I don't think it will win the competition because, to be honest with you, we've heard songs like this before from Sweden. It feels like they do write from a similar kind of recipe book every time that they're entering competition, bar the last few years where they've had kind of quite a gospel-y kind of inspired track, which I really liked because it felt a little bit different, but it feels like they have gone back to their classic recipe. And whilst it is a great catchy song, it just feels like I've heard it before. That's the only thing I can say about the song and why I think it might not win in my books. But as I said whilst watching the video, it is on its own a very good song, and you know, Sweden always do well, so who knows what will happen on the night. I'm sure they will do really well. It's pretty much a guaranteed qualifier. I'm pretty sure that it will just go straight through with flying colours. So yeah, all the best Sweden, I'm sure you'll do great, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do the staging with this, so all the best. Okay, so next up we have Georgia. So personally speaking with Georgia, I have trouble remembering some of their songs in the past. That might just be me though, but I really don't know what to expect from this guy, but I suppose let's just delve straight in. Delve? Dive? Delve is a word, right? Okay, let's go. This is a guy called Tourniquet? Tourniquet? That's the sort of thing you tie your arm up with when you take blood, so it can't be that. Tourniquet, oh my god. Why are language is so hard for me? Tourniquet Kipiani, and a song called You. So let's see what they have to offer. Oh, okay, so it's quite ambient to start with. Feels like you're in a dream. So your initial thought is it's very like emotional, this song? That's what happens when you have a song in 6/8. I do feel like the rhythm of this song, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, almost like a waltz, it always makes you feel a little bit more like emotional, I think. It's a very soft and very sweet song. The production is so simple. You've got some strings subtly in the background, a very soft drum. His vocals are very nice and pleasant. The song's kind of giving me like Elvis Presley vibes, you know, Can't Help Falling in Love. Kind of giving me those kind of vibes. The production's got these pizzicato strings in the background, which always give it this very like, I don't know, like cloudy kind of dreamlike feel, which I always love. You know, like I said before, the song is very sweet. I think that's a great word to describe it. It's definitely the sort of song you would have in the background when you're just chilling out. It's a very chilled out kind of vibe. He doesn't have a lot of expression in his face, does he? I wonder if that's intentional. First thoughts after hearing this, honestly, I feel like the whole melody of this song and the song as a whole, I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit weak. of this kind of vibe of song. I mean, again, like I said, you could like chill out and it was a very nice, relaxing kind of vibe, but the song itself, I think, wasn't anything special for me. So yeah, after listening to this, it's definitely, I don't know, I don't want to be too cruel and critical because music is very subjective, but I did find it a little bit boring as a whole. I kind of didn't really get into the song, but that might just be me personally. I don't know if this is going to be a qualifying song. I mean, we've heard so many great songs so far, so it's hard to say if this will be a qualifier, but I don't think it will. And it's such a shame because I feel like Georgia hasn't won the competition before, and I'm always rooting for the underdogs, you know, the countries that haven't won before, because I just want them to just, you know, send a song that is just going to break through and have them win the competition. Georgia isn't really known for sending songs that are like strong contenders in the competition, and it would be nice if they maybe try something different, I don't know, and maybe use a different recipe of songwriting and were able to send a song that maybe did get them quite a good placement or potentially won, because they haven't won before and it would be nice to have the opportunity for them, you know? But all in all, the song was nice, it was sweet, it kind of gave me, like I said, Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis Presley kind of vibes, which again is a sweet song, but will it win the competition of Eurovision? I really, really don't think so, and, you know, we'll see on the day, I'm sure, but it's not for me. Maybe if I'm chilling out, I'd listen to this, but for a song competition, I don't think it will win. All the best to Georgia. We shall see what happens on the stage. So, that's it for today, guys. We've had an interesting mix of songs today. I think out of these songs, I'm definitely favouring Iceland. I think that one had a big impact on me. I definitely want to listen to that again. That was very cool. Let me know in the comments below which out of these 3 songs you guys preferred. Also, let me know which overall out of all of the songs you are liking, because you know we've had Iceland, Sweden in this video. These are like powerhouses in the competition, we think. So let me know which ones you prefer. I keep on saying, don't I, like, fans, we shouldn't be comparing last year's songs to this year's songs when it's the same artist, but I myself keep doing it. I really shouldn't do that. You know what I could do? Like a spin-off video where I compare the returning artist songs. What do you think?
What, like kind of a Toot or Brood 2020 versus 2021 sort of thing?
Yes.
Ooh.
Guys, let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that kind of video where I listen to last year's and listen to this year's and kind of compare which ones I prefer, and maybe which one would win, which one would do better. Like, yeah, interesting concept video. God, I'm just full of content. If you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more of me. And if you are interested in hearing some of my music, I've got some links in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, just stay safe and stay... Adjective, please.
Perky.
Okay. Stay safe and stay perky. Bye, guys.